Grids are undergoing a massive change to keep pace with the energy transition. One such change is rapid and sometimes disruptive digitalization. Christian, thanks for joining us. How does digitalization help you overcome the challenges of the grid?
So basically, as a transmission system operator, we have a lot of congestion in our grid. And especially in Germany, we have a lot of high redispatch costs. And one of these things that we are looking at is how can we lower these redispatch costs. And basically, there are two main problems or two main options how you can solve this. On the one hand, we can, of course, still continue to use redispatch, but this will continue to increase. Or we can have a look at other options, especially topological actions, to kind of direct the electricity different in the grid. So this is what we're currently looking at on how we can use current technologies to find topological action in the grid.
How does digitalization support you in tackling some of these challenges?
So basically, if we look at this whole topic of topological action, it's a really complex problem because it's nonlinear and we have a huge action space. So we have a lot of possibilities on what we can optimize. So what we first need is a fast load flow solver. So what we need to look at is how we can speed up the current load flow calculations to a massive amount. And this is especially where new technology come into play, because on the one hand, we have new ways on how we can solve this, especially there is a good paper was published by Tenet, which we're using. And on the other hand, actually using this knowledge there and transferring this to GPU-based solvers is the next step, what we're currently looking at. So we can parallelize our calculations. If we have done this, then the next step is actually looking at new algorithms. So coming from a basic search to going more to reinforcement learning to then tackle and solve this problem.
So Elia Group is one of many TSOs facing similar problems. How much collaboration is happening between you to solve these issues?
So we are in contact with other TSOs, like, for example, Tenet and RTE, and exchanging on information, and also with other research institutions that are there. But of course, we're really happy to collaborate with others and also open to share. We open source our solution as we have as possible. So yes, that's really would be great. The more people we can get together. And I know there's a lot of research projects going on that we can share the different knowledge and advance faster with solving the problem.
If you had a magic wand and you could solve any problem or create an infrastructure that would solve your problems, what would you need to get you moving faster forward?
Consistent data. I think if we can agree on, we agreed on a common data format, but to actually solve all of the problems around it and have a good data pipeline that we can then actually train and use algorithm on, I think that would be the best.
What we see a lot in the energy transition is we often see a plan or a strategy, and then there's a gap between that and implementation for various reasons. Is that a frustration of yours?
No, not really. I mean, we kind of move in really small cycles. So we set a first goal to actually have a small prototype running. If we can meet this goal, then we go to the next step. So we kind of avoid of having this really futuristic, okay, this is our long-term goal. Of course, we have that, but we really focus on small steps that we can actually measure and see, okay, are we on the right track? And if yes, then go to the next phase.
Christian, thanks so much for your insights. For more insights, be sure to join the Inlet community.